Psychologist for your Wellness Wednesday. You'd be so surprised at how many conversations I'm having about the way to decline holiday invitations this year. So, a lot of us say, hey, you know what, if we were invited to a party or a gathering, we'd be able to say no. I know my boundaries. I know how to be assertive. I'm just so surprised at how many times I'm actually engaging in role plays with my clients to figure out what can we say if we want to decline a holiday invitation. I have 4 tips for you. Let's check them out. Tip number 1, those famous I statements. So when you are declining an invitation, it's all about telling them what you and your family unit have decided to do during this pandemic and during this holiday season. So we have decided, it's not an I statement, it's a we statement, but you're speaking for your little family unit. We have decided that staying home works best for us. So far, so good. It's what has kept us well over the last few months. So you know what? We're still going to do that during the holiday season. This is what works for us. This is our choice. So you're making it about your choice and not judging them for theirs. Here's what that looks like. Yeah, we're not going to come this year. Nick and I have decided to not attend any holiday parties, so we won't be at the gathering. Staying home seems to have worked well for us this year during this pandemic, so we're going to stick with that even during the holiday season. Tip number 2. Express some gratitude for the invitation, and then if you want to, spread a little bit of joy and disclose how you feel about them and about their holiday parties, especially if you liked them. So please be careful with this last thing, because I don't want you to just throw them a compliment to make them feel better. I don't want you to throw them a compliment to alleviate your guilt. That's not what this is about. But if you do have some kind words to say about this person who's inviting you over, please do. Spread the joy a little bit during this really, really difficult time. It can go a long way. Here's what that looks like. Yeah, thanks for thinking about us though. It's been a really weird, difficult time, right? Truthfully, we love coming over at Christmas. It's what we do. We love coming over at Christmas and we miss you guys. Tip number 3, express your desire to make up for it in the future. And maybe even reminisce about something that happened in the past. Here's what that looks like. You know, it sucks, but we'll definitely have to make it up next year for sure. For sure. Yeah. Hey, you remember that time I made that weird ass Star Wars themed cocktail and people were laughing at me, but it was real good? I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it again next year. It's gonna be bigger, it's gonna be tastier, it's gonna be amazing. We'll make more memories next year for sure. Tip number 4, alleviate your guilt. This is the most important one for sure, because some of you will say to me, okay, Anna Maria, thanks for these tips, that's fine, but you don't know my brother. He's gonna be pissed, he's gonna be mad, he's gonna be angry, he's gonna make a scene. And so there's so much to say here, right, about interpersonal relationships and family dynamics, of course, but I don't have all day here on this video. What I will say is, if he's going to get mad, let him. It is not your responsibility to tend to his reactions. It is your responsibility to respect your own choice, remove your unnecessary guilt, and let him have his anger. Let him have his reaction in peace. It's not your job to tend to his emotions. It's your job to tend to your choice. Here's what that looks like. I know that this makes you upset. This is just the way Nick and I are handling the pandemic. It has nothing to do with you. It just has to do with our choice. This is what works for us. Yeah, we're also disappointed this year, and we really love your holiday feast. We'll have to make it up next year for sure. So there you are, 4 tips. Use I statements. Take the opportunity to reflect gratitude and maybe even spread some joy. Express your desire to see these people in the future, if that's genuine, of course. And the ever important tip number 4, remove that guilt. You're not doing anything wrong by declining this invitation this year.